Coming up on this episode of Roots from LNER.
I was going to ask Jill to marry me when we got a second series of both Selecta. I thought, I've got a career. So I've been with her for 11 years and thought, I should ask her to marry me now. And we were going to New York and I was going to ask her somewhere nice in New York. And she found the ring in my bag when she was stuffing some more secret shoes into my bag. I think it's kind of something Keith Lemon would do because he used to wear a whale's tooth around his neck as well. And we went to Mexico, Australia, America, Japan, Iceland and Egypt.
Oh, wow.
And it was mind-blowing. My friend Heather, she worked on Celebrity Juice. She used to call it Celebrity Juice. I go, no, it's Celebrity Juice. And she goes, Celebrity Juice.
But just like without a break.
Celebrity Juice. Celebrity Juice. Like it was the actual juice of a celebrity.
Oh. How do you say like LNER?
LNER.
Welcome to Roots from LNER, ELT or G&T, with food and drink delivered to your seat. It's freedom all the way with LNER. Well, hello there. I am Jenni Falconer, and today, I am joined by, let's get this, an actor, a producer, a presenter, a writer, a comedian, an artist, best known for the comedy characters he's created, such as Keith Lemon and Avid Marian and The Bear, and even Amanda Holden's Nanny. He's hosted shows like Celebrity Juice and Through the Keyhole. He has 2 BAFTA awards. He recently launched his own podcast with Baby Spice and their partners. It is the one and only Leigh Francis.
Wow, what a disappointment.
Oh,
all those things. It sounded like it was going to be someone really good. And then I thought, yeah, it's me.
Oh, it is.
Wow.
You've done loads.
I've done all right on that.
You have?
Wow. Thank you.
That's all right.
I feel like, wow, I feel like I'm on a real thing and it's all real.
I know. Do you like the setup?
I do, yeah. I caught a glance of myself on the monitor over there and it's difficult to stop looking at it, isn't it? You know, like when you see people in TV shows, the audience, when they're all looking up, you've got to look at the monitor, look at them.
But it's like if you sit and there's a mirror behind the table, you're meant to be talking to people, but you get distracted.
You do a sly little look at yourself.
You can't help it, can you?
Do you have a mirror face?
Do I have
do you do a face in the mirror like a...
Oh, yeah, I'm not.
Do you? Do you?
No, I don't.
I
do you? What's your mirror face?
My kids know it as well. They go, look, he's doing his mirror face.
What is it?
That's kind of... That's all.
It's always disappointing when you look in the mirror and you realise, I look like that all the time when people see me.
My face is getting whiter and whiter. My beard.
Oh.
Like I've dipped it in talcum powder.
Oh, no, but it's nice.
Maybe it's better than being ginger. I don't know.
Well, it's like a little mix. I like that. Mix it up a bit.
I don't know. It's all right when you've got dark hair because you've got like salt and pepper then, haven't you?
Yeah.
But when you've got ginger hair with white bits in it, it's like grit with white bits in.
Well, look, Leigh, it's so nice to have you on Roots. I'm bringing you back to Roots because there are people listening right now, maybe on a train. Actually, hello to you if you're on the train.
Hello, you on the train.
Hope you're going somewhere nice. If you're in the quiet coach, we'll try not to make you laugh out loud too much.
I like the train.
Well, that's I'm pleased to
like
hear.
The train.
Today we're on a train to Leeds.
To Leeds?
To Leeds. We'll discuss why we're going to Leeds later. Can I ask you what... And I'm asking this kind of because I know the answer. What's the weirdest thing that you've found that you've taken on a train?
Well, that's because I sent a video to you today and it was a life-size 3D printout of Howard the Duck from the film Howard the Duck. And someone gave it to me in Manchester at Comic Con. And I really appreciated it. I do love it, but I had to carry it from Manchester to Leeds. I was going to see my mates in Leeds, straight from the train to the pub, carrying a life-size Howard the Duck. It looked like a dead body. Although people on the train, I told them it was a sex swing. And I don't know what I thought. It won't be weird if I say it's a sex swing, but it's because it looked like a dead body. And I went to the pub and then I went to see my mum. And then I went to London carrying this duck wrapped up in plastic bags. And I mean, I always look weird anyway. I've given up caring about what I look like. I always look ridiculous. And I'm old now. When you get to 50, you stop caring about things. Not that you don't care about people, but just generally like, I'm not bothered, whatever.
But then it's all about, it's good to not care about what other people think. You're doing things for yourself now. I mean, you always have your own unique style, don't you?
Yeah,
Today,
guess.
Can we just, if you're not watching this on YouTube, we can just describe,
Yeah.
You're wearing the most amazing shirt.
It's
with
got Monchichi on the front of it, although when I was a child, it was called a cheekaboo.
I had one of those.
It's a little monkey that sucks its thumb. It's a big print of that on a white shirt, and I've got ladies' pinstripe jeans on, and Doc Martens and a hat from Vivienne Westwood.
Is the hat thing, you've always worn a hat.
It finishes off your outfit.
does.
I don't like them going anywhere when I don't wear a hat. If I put a hat on and go, "Oh, where you going?" It's like going somewhere, isn't it?
It's like a bit of finesse. It
Yeah,
finishes
yeah.
the nice finishing touch.
Well, I started wearing big hats because I wanted to meet Pharrell. So I bought the same hat as Pharrell, and I thought, we'll bump into each other and go, "Nice hat." And that's exactly what happened at the Brits, and we said, "Nice hat," and then I ran out of conversation, which often if I run out of conversation, I just say, "I've run out of things to say. Do you wanna say something?"
I actually cannot imagine you ever running out of
Yeah,
conversation.
when I've said everything. You know
Okay.
when you've run out? Like when you go to somewhere, if you're posh or a famous person and you go to somewhere like Soho Farmhouse,
Yeah.
you often bump into people that kinda do the same job as you. So you think you know them, and they think they know you, and you don't know if you know them. But anyway, you stop and talk, and you're like, "Oh, I don't really know them, and I've run out of conversation." So, yeah, we'll just say, "Yeah, I've got nothing to say. Do you wanna say some more things?" And then we'll just depart. But I like you.
Do you pretend that you've met them before? Do you go, "Hey, how are
I can never
you?"
remember if I've met them because again, I'm old, so I
So
can't
then
remember
do you have to
anything.
pretend you've met them?
Just never say, "Nice to meet you," I think. Just say, "Nice to see you."
That's a good
Just
idea.
do that, yeah.
If we were on a train right now, would we be in a quiet coach? Would we be at a table? Where, if you were picking where we were sitting,
Again, because 'cause I'm posh, I have someone well, I'm not actually posh, I'm working class that became posh because of telly, and someone book I have someone who books me train ticket, I say, "Can you book me a ticket, please?" And, they do, and I don't care where it is.
oh, so they choose where
She
you
just
sit.
books it, and, I don't care where I sit, and sometimes when I'm really feeling good about myself, I like chatting to strangers, and sometimes when I'm not feeling that good about myself, I just wanna sit by myself, put my headphones in and watch a film from the '80s.
Are you good on a train journey? Do you enjoy it or do you get restless?
I think it goes quite fast. Normally, I'm just travelling to Leeds, so, yeah, it's not a long journey, is it? 2.5 hours, I think, something like that. Then my mum comes and picks me up like I'm 12.
I
But I
love
like
that.
it. It's nice to see her when I get off the
Is
train.
that why we're going to Leeds today? That's where you're from?
Yes, that's where I'm from. I'm from Leeds. I lived there for 21 years, and I've been in London for 30 years, and now you kinda go, "Where am I from then?" I was born in Leeds, but I don't know where I'm from.
Yeah, when you live somewhere longer than where
Yeah,
you're from.
yeah.
But do you know, if you went back to Leeds now, do you feel like you know it as well as you did when you're 21?
Not at all. If you drop me in the middle of Leeds, I probably wouldn't know where I am. I've got the same pub, and I got my mate's house and my mum's house. And like the centre of town, I don't really know it like I used to. Um, I got to Vivian Westwood again because I've caught posh, and they're all lovely in there in Leeds as well. They don't say anything to me in London; they just nod at you. But in Leeds, they go, "Hiya, Lee, is Jill with you?"
It's
That's
nice.
Jill. That's my wife, Jill. Yeah.
Just to
Yeah,
clarify, just in
you might
case.
not know who she on our pod. I do a podcast with Emma Bunton and Jade Jones and my wife Jill, and they're always mentioning Friends, and I'm always saying nobody will know who that is when Jill says Tracy, and she calls her my Tracy, and I always say you have to say your friend Tracy. No one knows who Tracy is, Jill.
I
So,
love that you're doing this the podcast now as well. Um,
well, I did one years ago with Lucy Cave, but I was in character as Keith Lemon, and it was called Back Then When, and we would have a time machine, go back in time, and interview someone from a magazine cover of that time. So on the surface, it looks like you've got who, but it was so relevant to what we were doing. It made for ace guests.
oh, well, but she also had like Heat magazine as a background.
Totally, yeah, because she used to work there. Well, I think she was an editor
Yeah.
of, and yeah, so we got great guests, and it was a lot of fun. And then we didn't do it again. And then it only just recently started doing Unlikely Friends, which was an idea we've been talking about doing for a year. And it's called Unlikely Friends because the press papped us on holiday together and said we were unlikely friends. What's Emma Bunton doing being friends with me?
You've been
Don't know.
friends for ages though as well.
For 20 years.
Yeah.
Her family's like my family. We were kind of the same. We sort of like working class, but done all right. So, yeah, and the kids all get on. Everyone all gets on. It's good.
It is nice like that. If you think back to obviously before you knew Emma when you were little and you lived in Leeds, where did you go on holiday to?
We went to Bridlington all the time. I can remember we used to get a brochure, and on the front
A
was a
brochure for Bridlington?
yeah, a
No.
brochure. I remember this little brochure, and it had a kid on the front with a T-shirt on saying, "I'm a Brid kid." And I can remember I had one of those T-shirts, and I would always wear it when I went to Bridlington. And recently, my mum went back to Bridlington. I said, "Oh, can you see if you can get me a I'm a Brid kid T-shirt?" And she got me one,
Oh, they're
and she
still
and
doing
she's
them.
yeah, she said I got it for it was slightly better than one I had though. Same print on the front, but you know those white T-shirts with a coloured ribbing on the arms and around the neck. It was like that. It wasn't like that when I was a kid. It was just a white T-shirt. And she said, "Yeah, I got it for free. I told them who you were, and you would do a video. So will you do a video?" And of course, I'll do a video. I would do it. It's funny when people give you things and say, "Will you do a video?" Because I'll do a video all the time anyway, just for the sake of content.
What else was there to do in Bridlington other than, like
Build sandcastles.
okay. Was the beach good in Bridlington?
Yeah, I remember it being nice. I remember going down to where the fishermen were. What's that called? The pier.
Okay.
And there's some weird fishing rod that I had. It wasn't a fishing rod. It was like made out of wooden pegs, and it had this orange string. There's no way a fish was going to come up to it and go, "Oh, I wonder what that is. I might have a little go of that." It's just obviously that's a fish that's going to try and catch me with that. No
Was
way.
that something parents used to give you? Just go and try
Yeah,
this
yeah.
for a
Oh,
while
look,
just to
you're
keep
doing
you busy.
fishing, and we used to get donuts on the front. I remember the smell of donuts there. I think there was some sort of indoor swimming baths there, as swimming pool, and with a slide in it, I recall. And obviously all the arcades, which were very exciting back in the 70s, because no one had a Mega Drive. Mega Drive, I'm showing my age, I mean a PlayStation. Yeah, we would go there in this. Jade Jones hates it when I say this, but we would stay in a static caravan. Am I saying caravan wrong?
A
He always
caravan, you stressing the van.
yeah, that's what he goes mad about. Like if
Well, I
someone
would
says
say caravan, but you say caravan.
caravan, I do, don't I? How do you
Yeah,
say it?
caravan, you say
You
caravan.
say it. Is it
Caravan.
like when someone says cock fosters
Yeah,
instead of
or
cock fosters?
ketchup.
Ketchup. Oh yeah, ketchup. Yeah, the lady, well, should I say the lady? My friend Heather. She worked on Celebrity Juice. She used to call it Celebrity Juice. Celebrity Juice. I go, no, it's Celebrity Juice, and she goes, Celebrity Juice.
What, just like without a break in
Celebrity
between?
Juice. Celebrity Juice.
I can't hear the
I go, no,
difference.
Celebrity Juice. Celebrity Juice. Like it was the actual juice of a celebrity.
Oh.
Celebrity Juice. rather than juicy gossip, if you know what I mean.
How do you say like LNER?
L-E-N-E-R.
It's like a little tongue twister.
L-E-N-E-R. L-N-E-R.
There we go.
L-N-E-R.
There you go. You see,
L-N-E-R.
there's so many different ways you can say things.
L-N-E-R.
And so you've done Bridlington, right?
Yeah.
Did you go to the other coast as well?
Not really. I think I just remember going to Bridlington a lot. We used to go to Knaresborough quite a lot as well, and I had a friend who had a house there and would also come and visit us whilst we were there in our caravan. Did I say it right then? No, I can't say caravan. Do I say drawing wrong as well? My mate Jade says I say drawing wrong.
No, you
He
just
says drawing, and I go, no,
Oh.
it's drawing.
drawing.
It's not
How do you say it? I
drawing.
tell you what I say. Poem.
Oh, poem.
If you say it wrong.
Say it again.
Poem.
Poem. Hey, what about the poem?
It's a Scottish way. Poem.
Poem.
Yeah.
That's Scottish.
Yeah. In my house, I get ribbed for that.
Yeah, because you're putting a Y in there, aren't you? Poem.
No.
Poem.
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 Yeah, poem.
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 No,
Okay.
that doesn't make sense at all.
A young guy, he's not alive anymore. Some of my friends are not alive. That's how old I am. He used to come and visit us, and my mum used to go, "Where is your parents?" And because he just come by himself, and we were only like 10. But yeah, I had some fun times in Knaresborough. Other than that, I think we once went to Wales, which was the furthest place I've ever been until I'd met Jill. That's my wife.
And then did you travel further?
I never went abroad when I was a child until I met Jill. So I would have been 19 or 20 when I first went abroad.
And where did you go to?
I think it was Cavos.
Oh my goodness, what a big first trip.
Yeah, yeah.
Was it in height of summer when it was like party season?
I guess so, but we used to go out too early and when it's dead, innit? And then we once went on a boat trip and came back about 10 and it was really busy and went, oh, we're going out too early. Because we never saw anyone until it was later. And now I don't go anywhere like that. I always go to America. I like New York and Florida. And I used to go to LA quite a lot when we was doing Through the Keyhole. But I haven't been there for years either.
What is it about going to New York that you love so much?
It's exciting. It's a bit like London, so you feel like you know it a little bit. You know, like streetwiseness, don't hold your phone out and all that business and stuff. But you feel like you're on a movie set. There's loads of places where you go, oh, that was in that film. I remember when we visited the fire station where they did Ghostbusters, and I didn't want to leave for ages. I must have taken about 20 photographs, and Jill was like, well, let's go now. We've seen it now. I just couldn't believe I was stood in front of it.
But there's so much. I'm like that. I love going to see all the movie locations. I mean, there are loads of tours, but you don't need to go on one of those tours to
yeah.
see them all. But everyone does the Harry Met Sally.
Yeah.
Was it Katz's Deli? Is that what
Yeah,
it's
it
called?
is, yeah.
And then if you go into Central Park, it's just like movie locations
Yeah.
everywhere, like Home Alone, the Home Alone Hotel.
Yeah, and there's a bridge where they filmed Spider-Man, where Mary Jane split up with Peter Parker. I can remember telling Jill, going, "That's from Spider-Man. Take a picture of me there."
Well, the new Spider-Man, I was running home not that long ago from work, and I was running through Battersea Park, and they were filming Spider-Man in Battersea
Were
Park.
they?
Yeah.
Because they filmed a lot of it in Scotland as well.
Yeah, they filmed it in Glasgow.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's loads of so it'd be quite nice for people in this country to go, "Oh, that's where they
Do
filmed
you think he'll
Spider-Man."
read out a poem in the film?
I hope so.
When in the Scottish bits?
I really hope they do, and maybe they'll stay in a caravan.
Yeah.
You never know. And when you first went on holiday with your mates, I know you went with Jill when you were like
Yeah.
19 or whatever. Did you go away? Am I right in saying you went away with a friend once, caravanning or camping or
Yeah.
something? And did you not have a paper plate?
Oh, that was my lousy first lads' holiday.
Oh,
It wasn't lousy. I guess it just wasn't adventurous. I think we were in Scarborough then, and we were staying in a static caravan. Did I say it right then?
nope.
All right. We were staying in one of those big boxes on wheels that doesn't move, and we thought we were geniuses. Genius I or what's two genius?
Well, you
Geniuses.
think it could be genius I, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Or geniuses,
Two
maybe.
geniuses by getting some paper plates. Eat them paper. I think we ended up getting paper plates because we thought we're really clever now. We'll actually buy paper plates. But yeah, A4 pieces of paper, just eating our food off of those, and then just screwing it up. I guess it's only the same as fish and chips.
Yeah.
But we didn't want to do any washing up, and we got mad drunk. And I think we had a little bit of a reputation on that holiday camp for being those two young boys that were always drunk. I mean, literally laid on the floor looking at the stars drunk, and just growing up learning how to be men that drink beer.
Well, that sounds like, a rite of passage.
It was, it was. Yeah, because it was the first time I'd been away with my mate, just, and like we've got this much money and we must save that money for that day. So we've got enough money for the week. And how drunk are you? Like, I can't stand up. Are you going to be sick? No. And then just learning to deal with hangovers and stuff.
What else did you do on the trip other
Just
than
drink.
drink and watch the stars?
When I was young, I used to drink quite a lot, I guess. Yeah, but on Saturdays, I used to get like mad drunk. And one of my friends, he said he was often nervous about me because I'd get drunk and do crazy stuff. And he said, "You've calmed down a lot now." I said, "Well, I got a job where I could let it out there. And I didn't have that job when I was young. So, yeah, they were always nervous that I was going to make a fool of myself or them in the pub, which I did. I used to do all crazy stuff in pubs.
Is that why you brought in all the characters then, so you could do all that stuff?
Well, the characters are a little essence of someone I know a lot of the time. Yeah, people ask me who's Keith Lemon based on. There's like about 4 different people, and the name is taken from one of my besties in Leeds who's called Keith Lemon that I've known since I was about 3 or 4.
Is he proud? Is he proud
I
of the
think he
Keith
liked
Lemon
it
that you
at first.
created?
I think at first he liked it, and then no one believed it was his name. It's weird when we're both walking down the street and someone shouts Keith, and we both turn around. But now I'm forever saying, "Oh, my name's Leigh," and then people just bamboozled, or they'd laugh. And it's not a real funny name. And I always say, if I were going to have a funny name, I think I would have called myself Gatticus. That you puts a smile on your face. What's your name, Gatticus? No, it ain't. Yeah, it's Gatticus.
But Leigh is, why
Lee's
would
not
you
funny,
laugh?
is it? It's quite bland.
Well, it's a good, strong, solid name.
It's a difficult name when you're dyslexic and you've had your 6 weeks holidays off of school and you go back and you write light instead of Leigh because I'm
'Cause
spelled
you've got the G and the
Leigh,
H
which
in
is the
there.
girls' way. And people say, "Why do you spell your name wrong?" I went, "Well, I didn't decide it because I was a baby. I didn't have the power or knowledge to say, Mum, I'll have difficulty spelling that name when I'm older."
And
I can spell it now, obviously, because
Oh.
I've written it a lot of times.
And the amazing thing especially about Keith Lemon, is that you got to do so many shows with
Yeah.
Keith. And I mean, one of them was a travel show as well.
Yeah, it was
Where did you
amazing.
go to?
Well, the idea was Keith was going on a shark-shaped flight plan because we plotted out where we think it would be more interesting things to do because we didn't write anything. We just wanted to live in the character, and then we noticed it were shaped slightly like a shark, and we thought that's funny to say that it was going on a sharp-shaped flight plan because it was hard to say. And I think it's kind of something Keith Lemon would do because he used to wear a whale's tooth around his neck as well. So yeah, he's exciting. He's going on a shark-shaped flight plan, and we went to Mexico, Australia, America, Japan, Iceland, and Egypt, I think. I think I've just remembered them all.
Oh, wow.
And it was mind-blowing because we had 2 ideas. We felt like it was coming to the end of telly for us. It was the end of our journey of television. And I said, "Let's see if we can get a holiday out of it."
with the team that I was working with then. And we sent it off, the idea, to everybody and waited in the kitchen. Just waited in the kitchen like they're going to get back to us straight away. But they did. We waited 20 minutes
Are
and
you joking?
sent it to everyone, this idea. It was called Keith Lemon's Gap Year originally. I think it ended up being called Keith Lemon's Very Brilliant World Tour because the title that's so long on your Sky Planner, it just said Keith Lemon's Very Brilliant. And yeah, we sent it to everyone and just sat in front of the computer waiting. Nothing yet. Nothing yet.
But 20 minutes later,
It was
commissioners
Cy
got back.
Bennett. Cy Bennett, who was the boss of ITV2, said, "Come in for a meeting." And I said to Ben Palmer, who was the producer director I used to write with, I said, "We've got it." I says, "We won't leave that office until we've got a commission." And we took Cy Bennett a bunch of lad mags like Nuts and Zoo and Loaded,
Oh my God,
and said,
old school.
"That's kind of like the essence of Keith Lemon's mind." And then I showed him a video of me with Fabio. Remember Fabio from the 80s, the model with long
Oh,
hair, looked a bit
yeah.
like He-Man. I showed him a video with me with him doing like a cribs around his house. And I said, nothing is written in this scene. This is me being the character. I said, I want to stay in character and go around the world. And he liked the idea. He went, I get it, I get it. I went, I'll leave you these magazines because there probably will be talk of boobs and stuff. Actually, there wasn't though, because I said, let's try and do a show that's not full of filth and swears. So it's quite safe. But yeah, we had two ideas. We had like a travel log, and the other idea was called Marvelous. And it's about the world if there was such a thing as superheroes for real. And this was before the Avengers movies came out and Hancock, because I can remember when Hancock, Will Smith movie came
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
and my mate said, "Oh, that's like your idea, innit?" Because he's like a real person, isn't he, in that, rather than a Marvel superhero. And we did a pilot for that, and it didn't happen. And the travel show happened, and we were in Montana. Doing it on a cattle ranch with all these cattle on horses. And the sound man, who was dressed as a cowboy, so he could get close to me, but he wasn't actually a cowboy, he was the sound man, Joe. That's the same sound man that we've always had. He just leant over to me and said, "Would you rather be running about in London wearing tights or doing this?" I started crying.
It's just an
Just
amazing,
because
emotional.
it was. And I get quite emotional when I do things. We did a Back to the Future show, and I teared up a few
Oh, you
times.
love that. You love that.
Jill phoned me up. That's my wife. And she's, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm outside Doc Brown's house," and I started crying.
Oh, in LA, you went to it. I've been there.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. It's
amazing,
a
isn't it?
museum.
It's isn't it run by a pharmaceutical company now? Is it like looked after, preserved by one of them or
I
something?
think it's a museum, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's amazing. It's right.
yeah. I mean, it looks the same.
Not far from there, you've got the Grease School,
Yeah.
and you've also got the that kind of tunnely thing that they had the race in. Was that in Greece as well when they raced the cars full speed?
Oh, what?
Yeah, what's that called? Where it's like a water,
What's it called?
empty tunnel of water. I don't
No,
know
what is it called?
don't know what it's
I
called. It's
know
like
it.
a very LA thing.
Is it in Pasadena?
Yeah, maybe I
A
went.
lot of Back to the Future locations are in Pasadena.
Yeah.
But me and Paddy did a version of Greece, and we did it at some racetrack. That scene, and
Oh,
it looked pretty good though.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, all the places you've traveled, especially if you went to Montana and did a ranch and everything, is that partly where you get your hats from as well?
No, like I say, it was just the Pharrell thing. I mean, I've always enjoyed a hat. I normally wear like a Baker Boy hat because when I was little and I first saw Mick Hucknall on television, I thought, oh, I'll be him. And he used to wear a Baker Boy hat. And I have a range of Baker Boy hats now with a company called Mr. Miller's.
Oh, wow. I
Yeah.
did not know that you had
Yeah, I
your own
do, yeah.
hat collection.
Well, they got in touch and said you should have your own range of clothing because I started making jackets. I started sewing in lockdown. And then I said, "Oh, do you want to start by doing a range of hats?" And they went, "Okay, let's meet up." So that's what happened.
Amazing. So I mean, the fact is that you went to the ranch and you got emotional. I mean, is that something that happens to you every now and again when you find somewhere that you're really kind of like impressed by? Or is it just that it's got so much meaning to your childhood?
Every time I moved, it's probably a childhood thing.
Yeah.
Nostalgia is a big thing for me. And it's horrible, isn't it? Because you go, what is it rubbish now? Why do I love the past so much? But I just think, like, definitely in the 80s, at the age I was, the world was really exciting. And I was like, what's going to happen? And it's happened, and I'm here now. And I guess I should be excited, like, what's going to happen next?
But also it's exciting because you're getting to see you've got 2 girls as well,
Yeah.
they're both teenagers, so you're getting to see what they're excited
Exactly,
about.
yeah.
And also, I presume that you very much teach them about the things. There's probably no getting away from the things that you like as well in your house.
Well, my youngest is very similar to me, gets obsessed about movies and stuff. She's into Lord of the Rings and Hunger Games, and she likes a bit of Star Wars. And I can remember hearing both of them bickering. My youngest saying to my eldest, I know more about Star Wars than Dad. And she went, no way, do you? And but she does. She does know more. I just liked the toy. I liked the toys more than the films, I think. And yeah, I still buy toys now, but I'm trying to cut down. Sounds like I'm an addict on toy. I bet I am. I'm a shopaholic.
Yeah, but you're amazing as well. I've seen you
Oh,
when
thank
you've
you.
been you're amazing. When you do your art, it's what you can do, how you can create all these replica things, because you've done quite a lot of masks, and
Yeah.
you always do an impressive Halloween costume as well.
Yeah, because we got married on Halloween, so that became a thing. That was the level
Did you
of
get
costume.
married on Halloween because you like costumes?
No, I was going to ask Jill to marry me when we got a second series of both Selecta. I thought, oh, I've got a career. So I've been with her for 11 years and thought, oh, I should ask her to marry me now. Um, and we were going to New York, and I was going to ask her somewhere nice in New York. And she found the ring in my bag when she was stuffing some more secret shoes into my bag, and she found the ring. So I thought I'll do it there and then because I might lose the ring. So I proposed in front of the clothes horse. And then we got in the taxi. It was lovely, actually, because all the way there, she was telling everyone that we're getting married, and it became more of a meaningful trip all the way there. And when we were there, she said, "I don't want to be engaged for ages." I went, "No, I don't want to. That's why I asked you to marry me." And she says, "Well, let's do it next year." I went, "Oh, cool." She went on Halloween. I went, "Ace." And I guess that's why we're made for each other because, yeah, we're into the same things.
You weren't in fancy dress though.
It was normal in the daytime, then in the evening it was the massive Halloween party. Yeah,
What did you go as on your wedding day or your
the
Halloween?
most budget Spider-Man costume ever, but Spider-Man costumes weren't readily available back then. But now I have over 22 Spider-Man costumes, all different. I did do a post on my Instagram a little while ago, a montage of wearing all different ones, but I look more like Spider-Man's dad now.
Oh wow.
than-
What
than
did
Spider-
Jill, your wife, go as?
She kept her wedding dress on and just had like vampire bites on her neck and some wicked vampire
Oh my
teeth.
God, amazing. I love that.
Yeah.
I love it. How long did we meet? Was it 2001, I think it was? Maybe not. When did you
Yeah.
start Avid Marrying?
Around that time, yeah.
Yeah.
Did I give you a drawing or something?
Oh yeah. So I remember
No, I
being
know I did. I
totally
met you on the red
terrified.
carpet.
Yeah, I was terrified of you
Were you?
because you I didn't know what to make. I would stand there doing it because I used to do all the interviews.
Yeah.
And you were doing interviews, and
Yeah.
you'd always park next to me, and I'd be like, "It's that
Oh
guy.
no, it's him
It's that
again.
guy." And you'd always go, "Hi, Jenny," and you'd just be there, and then you started always just filming me
Yeah.
interviewing people, and I'd be like,
Because you were friendly, so we're like, "Oh, she's nice. We'll say something to her."
but then your show would come out on a Friday, and it would be quite a lot of it was just me and you kind of like
Yeah.
harassing me.
Yeah.
And anyway, it got to the point where I was like, oh no, he's here. And one day I'd turn up at work at GMTV in the office, and you were there waiting for me.
Well, I think I was on your show.
You were, but
But I didn't leave.
You hadn't been at that time. You turned up with
All
a
right.
drawing,
Did we?
and you drew that picture of me, and you drew
How
a
did we
picture
get
of
in?
me. And the duvet on top of me was your pants, your Y fronts.
All right.
I think I've still got that in my loft. I
Do
need
you
to
know what?
find it.
Looking back, it was quite exciting. Nobody knowing who you were and doing all these sorts and almost. I guess maybe I liked scaring people
It was
to a
so
certain
funny.
extent. And now I always hate it if anyone's scared of me. I go, "Don't, I'm just normal, cup of tea and biscuits."
It was funny though. But then we got you invited us to be in your me and Ben
Yeah.
to be in your Christmas video.
Yeah. Proper Grimbo.
Oh yeah. You played
Gosh,
carol singers.
What was 2003? That was.
Was it?
Yeah.
God,
What was
while
your
ago.
show called?
Entertainment Today.
Yeah.
Where
I loved
all
that
the
show.
all the greats came on. You were there.
I loved that
It
show
was good.
because they don't have anything like that anymore. They don't have like they don't do magazine shows anymore.
No,
do
because
they?
everything's a podcast.
It isn't it?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. We could recreate it here. All the stuff that you've done as well. I mean, Disney, whenever I've met you, you always seem to be going or having just come back from Disney. Are you obsessed with Disney?
Well, we went for our honeymoon.
To Disney World?
Disney, yeah.
So hang on. Halloween wedding, Disney honeymoon.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Which character are you most excited about?
Just the atmosphere. And we stay in a place called the Grand Floridian,
Oh.
which
Is that the pink one?
it's
No,
white.
white one.
It's
Is it near the monorail?
Yeah. It's so nice. I always say to Jill,
I'd go there even if it wasn't like a Disney thing, just to stay there. I love it there.
Have you
It's spenny though. It's
the
quite
breakfast?
expensive.
I filmed the breakfast in there one
Oh
time.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like an eat all you can eat
A
buffet.
character. Oh, we've had when the kids were little. We used to have character breakfast.
But it really doesn't matter. There's a buffet and everything has sugar in it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Waffles,
Well, meat
cereal,
tastes like cake in
sweets.
America, doesn't
Everything
it?
is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
sugar, yeah.
But I've seen Jonathan Ross there a couple of times as well. And once I was shouting him, and he didn't recognise me. He came over. He went, I had my hair down. I look like Carol Decker. And he says, I didn't recognise you because your hair's wet and you've got it swinging around all over. And he just had a bit of an argument with his wife. Because my mum came into our room. She went, just seen Jonathan Ross. He was having an argument with his missus. And so I thought I'll pop out and see him.
It's always nice to have an argument at Disney
And
where
then I
everyone
bumped
can
into
see
him
you.
in San Diego. Isn't that weird? Bumping into Jonathan Ross. And yeah, I went for a drink with him at San Diego. I was at San Diego Comic Con for the first time I'd ever been to a Comic Con, and I loved it.
Do you go as like a punter and sign up and get autographs?
Sometimes I go to do like a signing or to host something, and sometimes I don't get invited and I go anyway and just dress up in something where I'm not going to get recognised.
Like what?
Last time I went with my daughter. She went dressed as Frodo from Lord of the Rings, and I went as Boba Fett from Star Wars, but a denim version. So it's all made out of denim that I made myself.
But at Comic Con, there are loads of people dressed like that.
Yeah, you look more out of place not dressed up.
Oh, wow.
I mean, the first few that I went to in England, people didn't get dressed up as much now, but cosplaying is a big deal now. And not more so in America. It was crazy. There was this themed street with all different pubs, like a Ghostbusters pub, and everybody in the pub was dressed as a Ghostbusters outfit. And then there's like a superhero pub. Everyone's superheroes in the pub. I was with the kids then, so I couldn't go into the pubs.
But that
They were
sounds
little then.
fun. What a load
Yeah,
of-
it's amazing. I mean, it's big, it's geeky, innit? But it's fun and it's a wonderful atmosphere. Everyone's friendly, everyone's talking to each other. And that's the same at our wedding because everyone had costumes on. There's no sort of hierarchy. Oh, they're on telly. They think they're something or whatever. Everyone's the same. And you chat to everyone. You go, oh, I love your costume. How did you make it and stuff? And that's what
So
I
it's a
loved
real
about our wedding. Everyone
icebreaker.
was the same and weren't scared of talking to any famous people. There weren't many famous people there because I didn't know many, but a couple. And but everyone was just the same, all in their costumes. It was lovely.
Out of all the places you've been to, is there anywhere that you'd love to go back to? And also, is there anywhere that you haven't been that you'd love to go to?
I like going to Whitby. So I went there for New Year's, and 2 years ago I was there for New Year's.
Is this like the Dracula link? You like that?
I think that's what it is. But I went there when about 16 or 17 with my mates, and we made a film with our video camera, and we threw a dummy off a cliff, and all the cars stopped, and then everyone was shouting at us. But because we were young and stupid, we're like, "Why is everyone shouting at us? It wasn't real." But can you believe that we did that? But we were stupid. Don't throw dummies off cliffs near cars. If you're listening and you're young, it's not funny. It's a bit funny, but it's not clever, and no one will like you. And I experienced that. So when we went back 2 years ago, with my mate and his family, two families, um, we walked past that cliff where we threw that dummy off, and we was laughing about it and stuff and how stupid we were. But it's such a lovely place, and it does, because Bram Stoker wrote Dracula there. It's got a weird feeling to it, and when I say weird, I mean it in a good way. It's a beautiful place, is Whitby.
Yeah.
And New Year's just gone, we were lucky enough to have a house that looked over, because we got an Airbnb there. It looks over onto the beach where all the fireworks are going
Oh, wow.
off.
How lovely.
And yeah, I'll definitely go there again.
Yeah.
Well, probably in another 2 years I'll go back.
Very nice indeed.
And the locals are lovely as well, because a few times someone said, "Leigh, welcome back. It's nice to see you." And I thought, wow,
They're
that's
really-
nice, isn't it?
It is. Leigh, it's been lovely to have you. Before we go, we ask everyone this question. What have you learned about yourself as a traveller over the years?
That yes, I'm a big boy and I can travel by myself.
Oh, well done. Well
And the
done.
world's quite a nice place, and it's nice when strangers come up to you and talk to you.
Yeah, there's some amazing places to go to. There's so many places I still want to go to. It's just not enough time to go.
There's not enough time, is it? You need a time machine.
Yeah, we do. Leigh, thank you so much for coming on Roots. It's been a joy.
It's been like a lovely therapy session.
Taz, thank you. Anytime. You can check out Leigh's new podcast, Unlikely Friends, with his wife, Jill Francis, Emma Bunton, and Jade Jones. And if you like what you heard today, you can rate and review wherever you get your podcast. podcast and give us a follow as well. And look out for Leigh's Quiet Coach episode, which will drop next week. We will see you then. Clear your inbox or think outside the box. On LNER, it's freedom all the way. Roots from LNER is a Distorted production.